Hello there YouTube, this is your old buddy Jeff here once again, AK101 Bronson. We're back with another DVD and Blu-ray collection update. This is going to be the first update, of course, for the new year, 2021. Picked up quite a few titles, and of course we also, as you've seen previously, we received a package from my good buddy Carlos, aka Eastwood for Life fan. And in total, with everything that Carlos sent us, and also with the movies and titles I picked up for myself, he actually sent us a few more titles, and you will see what it is right now, because we're going to go straight in. Here are my pickups for the month of January. Alright, so here we go. This is the package we received from Carlos earlier this month, and the exact order that I took every title out. First we took out was Hard Target, Jean-Claude Van Damme, 1990s action movie with also Yancey Butler in it and Lance Henriksen. There he is right there as the main villain. Also Arnold Vosloo makes a great secondary villain. The henchman for Lance Henriksen. Great action movie. I had a lot of fun revisiting this movie here on Blu-ray in high definition. It's a great print, great transfer. Yeah, nothing else to add. Let's move on. And then we got a few Charles Bronson titles from the good man Carlos, aka Eastwood for Life, and this is the 88 Films slasher classic collection edition of Tandem at Night. One of my all-time favorite Charles Bronson movie, this one, in which Bronson is on the hunt of a serial killer who commits his crimes bare ass naked, and it's a sleazy and sort of grindhouse type of movie. Sleazy cop thriller is what Mike Malloy, tough guy expert Mike Malloy, calls it. Sorry for the glare there. Here's the Amore without the slipcover. Originally, of course, it had this cover. This is the reversible art. I kind of like this one, so I flipped it for this one, since I do have this artwork on the slip. Yeah, it's a great transfer, 4K scan for the original negatives. It has a ton of special features which I really enjoyed seeing. A top release from 88 Films, this one for sure. And I did remove this already, get some art cards with it. And if you excuse me for a minute. Here are the art cards. I'll just show you one by one. There is the bare ass naked killer, Stacy, Warren Stacy. There's a great shot of Bronson near the end of the film confronting the killer. There's another classic shot from the film with the lovely Jenna Thomasina, I think her name is. I hope I pronounced it right, and I hope that I got close to what the name is. But yeah, very sexy girl. She did a lot of, she actually was a Playmate girl. There's an interview with her on the Blu-ray in which she explained sort of her career and working on the film and stuff like that. Great actress to look at for sure. And then the original poster, Bronson is back in town. He sure is. Look at that. Charlie Bronson right there. That was a real badass for sure. I mean, my channel is named after him, so yeah, Charles Bronson, 10 to Midnight. Next up, we have another tough cop movie from starring Charles Bronson from the 70s. This one, The Stone Killer. This cop plays dirty. That, of course, it's not a cash in on Dirty Harry. Yeah, it is, but it's a fairly good one. This is the Powerhouse Indicator release by number 33, and this one has that amazing booklet in it. It's also a dual format edition, Blu-ray and the DVD. Here is that amazing booklet, which we will show you guys as we talk a bit more about this great Charles Bronson action thriller. Funny enough, this is one that really grew on me. When I saw this movie for the first time, I absolutely, well, I'm not going to say absolutely hate it, but I would have considered it when I first saw it as the least favorite of Bronson's movies for me. That has changed totally. I really love this movie. Gritty, violent 70s cop thriller, this one. The second movie that he worked on with frequent collaborator Michael Winner, who also directed previously Chado's Land. Then they went on to do no, wait a minute, I think I got it wrong. I think first they did Chado's Land, then they did The Mechanic, and then they did this one. Yeah, I got it confused. And then of course they went on to do the most famous movie of both their careers respectively, and arguably Death Wish. Yes, there they are, Michael Winner and Charles Bronson. And this is a great booklet in which you have, copied interviews that Michael Winner gave about his experiences working with Bronson and stuff like that. It's really amazing. I recommend this edition if you can still get it with the booklet, because it's a great one. There's the original poster art, which of course is on the cover as well. Sorry for the glare once again. Yeah, Stonekiller. Also starring Martin Balsam, by the way. Great character actor. And there's another shot of Charles Bronson. 1973's The Stonekiller. And then we had another Charles Bronson movie, Hard Times. My second favorite Charles Bronson movie that he did, right next to Once Upon a Time in the West. This is of course the Eureka Masters of Cinema edition with a great 4K restoration. This movie looks crisp and it just looks really amazing. It has some great special features on it. Interviews with Walter Hill. Did it have an audio commentary? I can't remember. Audio options on the Blu-ray, English subtitles, interview. I did not have a audio commentary, but it has interviews with the composer and stuff like that. And it also comes with a booklet, a bit smaller booklet than the Stonekiller one, but still great. Again, also that's another dual format edition where you get the DVD and the Blu-ray. So let's take a look at that booklet. Yeah, I love this movie in which Charles Bronson plays Cheney, a man of a few words, a drifter who comes into town. It takes place during the Great Depression in 1933. In those days, words didn't buy much, and Bronson proves that. But certainly actions speak louder than words for Bronson, and that's definitely true in this movie. Oh, look at that. That's a great poster right there. Alternate title is The Street Fighter, for those that are wondering. And that's actually what it was called on the DVD that I previously owned by, it was the Sony DVD. And yeah, another nice booklet. You got some nice color pictures. There's another shot of Charles Bronson in this movie appearing without the mustache, without the iconic Bronson mustache, even though you see a bit of shadow coming through. The mustache wants to get back. Hey, Bronson, I think your mustache wants to get back. Hey. Yeah, I'm sorry for that terrible Charles Bronson impression. Yeah, you also got James Coburn in this movie. Of course, they previously starred together in, or co-starred together in movies like The Great Escape and The Magnificent Seven. And Bronson, by the way, is in peak physical shape in this movie. Just look at him. He is so chiseled, and yeah, he's in great shape. Also, his wife, at the time, Jill Ireland, they actually remained married until she passed away way too soon of breast cancer, which was a terrible shock for Charles Bronson when that happened in the late 80s. But they worked on quite a few movies together. There's another shot of Bronson and Coburn. Also Strother Martin, great character actors in this movie. Yeah, I recommend this movie for anybody that hasn't seen it. Like I said, it's directed by Walter Hill, and yeah, it's a great movie, one of the best that Bronson ever did. So yeah, there you have Hard Times. Moving on, we got a few spaghetti westerns thanks to Carlos. Here is a great special collector's edition for the great spaghetti western The Big Gun Down, starring Lee Van Cleef and Tomas Milian. It says here the best non-Sergio Leone spaghetti western. Sorry, but that's a great silence for me, but this is another great one. Boasting stylish widescreen photography and a great Ennio Morricone score. Couldn't disagree on that though. The score by Morricone is great. and they included it here with this set. That's even that's great. That's really great. Here you have it. A few shots on the back. It's a nice cover. It's like the images here in the back and also the cover, the text and everything. As you can see, it's like embossed on it, which is really great. Also the lettering. Yeah, this is a 4-disc special edition. So let's remove it from the slip cover if we can. Really have to get a freaking tripod, you know, or yeah, for the camera, for the phone. Anyway, here's the alternate cover that you get. You know, besides the one on the slip, you also, it's reversible, so you do have that cover on there, but I, you know, flipped it to this one. The original Italian poster art, La Resa dei Conti, directed by Sergio Solima. Yeah, it's a great edition. You have another booklet in there, and you have on Blu-ray the 95-minute expanded US cut, and then you also have the 110-minute director's cut. Yeah, damn, these spaghetti westerns were always butchered once they made their way to the US. The original Italian version always longer, usually anyway. And then you also get that for the DVD, the 95-minute expanded US cut on DVD. And the final disc is the original soundtrack by Ennio Morricone, the Maestro. I'm expecting this disc to be played a lot when I make drives in my car. And let's take a quick look at the booklet. I'm managing quite well with a one-handed, actually. I got used to it by now. The Big Gundam booklet, yeah. It's an okay booklet. You do have a lot of information about it. It's a bit light on pictures from what I... okay, no, wait, I take that back. There are some pictures in it. Black and white and color. The original poster right there. Mr. Ugly comes to town. Wasn't he the bad in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? Damn marketers. First they called Eastwood the man with no name while he had a name in every movie. And then they called Lee Van Cleef Mr. Ugly while he was Mr. Bad. But okay, yeah, that's marketing for you. Yes, I do know that in the Italian version, it's Il Bueno, Il Brutto, Il Cattivo, which means the good, the ugly, and the bad. So in Italy, he might be Mr. Ugly, but yeah. Yeah, for the US and English-speaking market, he was the bad of the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a great booklet and it's a great spaghetti western. Here's another great shot of Lee Van Cleef. And yeah, it's another edition that if you can get your hands on it, and if you're a fan of spaghetti westerns, I highly recommend getting it. And on the back of the booklet you actually do have the track list for the soundtrack. So it's 25 tracks in total. Enough Ennio Morricone goodness to listen to on a nice drive. So yeah, the Big Gundam. And he gave us some more spaghetti western in the package. 2 Wild East DVDs. This is the first one for the movie It Can Be Done, Amigo. Wild East, volume 43. Here's the spine. Here's the back. Spaghetti western comedy, quite enjoyable. I think it's well known that I'm more of a you know, serious and straight and violent and gritty spaghetti western type of fan, rather than the comedies, but I do enjoy the occasional comedies. This was a pretty good one. Music by Luis Bacalov, great composer for these spaghetti westerns and some other Italian westerns. He's also done some pretty great Eurocrime scores. Let's show you the inside of the edition. They show off some more posters, and here you have the DVD. And they showcase some other Wild East releases here on the back. Most of these probably out of print and hard to get. That's one that I wouldn't mind having, the Peter Lee Lawrence double feature here. So yeah, there you go. That's the Wild East release for It Can Be Done, amigo. Yep. Next up, two more movies, since this is a double feature. The Klaus Kinski double feature, and Gods at the Cane, and Twice a Judas. Two great movies, but having said that, and Gods at the Cane is definitely the better one out of the two. But Twice a Judas is a pretty good spaghetti western as well. I enjoyed both of these movies. But man, and Gods at the Cane was a very dark, gothic, horror type of western, in which Kinski actually plays the lead and the good guy for a change, rather than the usual bad guy. That there in this double feature, he does make up for that in Twice a Judas without giving too much away. But you know with Kinski that 9 times out of 10, this is 10. He's going to be the bad guy. So two really enjoyable spaghetti westerns, and of course in the back showing off more Wild East volumes and releases. Yeah, I was really happy with this double feature, as Klaus Kinski is one of my favorite actors in these spaghetti westerns, and he's also done some great movies besides his spaghetti westerns. Fitzcarraldo comes to mind, Aguilre, I always have trouble pronouncing it, Wrath of God is another good one. Yeah, I enjoy Klaus Kinski. He might have been crazy off screen and off set, and on the set, you know, when the camera stopped, he still was crazy. But damn it, that he makes some great movies and that he always delivers great performances. So yeah, there you go. Next up is the pile of freebies that Carlos sent us in the first package. First one was the first season of Walker, Texas Ranger. A 7-disc set containing how many episodes? 26 episodes. I am currently at disc number 6, so I'm almost done. I just finished watching The Prodigal Son on disc 5, so only a few more, a fistful, if you will, of episodes left to go. Thoroughly enjoying this Chuck Norris TV series, and I'm very happy that Carlos gave it to me. So yeah, once again, thank you for this one. And once I'm done with this, I will look forward to more of Walker, Texas Ranger. Yes. Next up, he gave us a fair few horror movies. First up, we have the 8-movie collection of the Friday the 13th movies. This is the Paramount 8-movie set, containing the original Friday the 13th, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, The Final Chapter, Part 5, A New Beginning, Part 6, Jason Lives, Part 7, The New Blood, and Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I have watched the Friday the 13th movies before, but this is the first time that I actually own all of them in a set. First one is a classic, and I do like it, but of course it's a fairly low budget and cheap movie, and the others certainly improved on what the first one set out. But you know, if it wasn't for the first one, we wouldn't have had the other one, so I think it's iconic just for that. Anyway, the Friday the 13th 8-movie collection. And more Friday related, and also Nightmare on Elm Street related, Freddy vs. Jason, the 2003 movie in which Freddy Krueger meets Jason Voorhees. Decent movie. I didn't mind it. A lot of great kills in this one. Quite a bit of nudity in this one, which kind of shocked me. But of course, it is an 18 movie. But yeah, it had some silly moments, like Jason all of a sudden being afraid, petrified and terrified of water, while we have seen him in water countless times in the series. And then even the filmmakers seem to forget that they wrote that in and have it in the movie, because at the end of the movie he comes out of the water and it's like, okay. But yeah, they did handle the Freddy character great. And of course, Robert Englund returns for this part, for this movie. So yeah, I did not mind it, but yeah, an okay movie for sure, yeah. And then we have the Friday the 13th remake from 2009, which I actually really liked. As far as remakes go, I thought it was pretty good. It sort of combined elements from the first three movies in terms of how they used Jason story and everything, because the first opening scene we show to basically recreate the end of the first one, where you get stuff with his mother. And then the first half of the movie you have Jason the sack at. The second part, of course, you have Jason with the the hockey mask. Really good movie, a lot of nudity, a lot of great kills. I had no real problems with this movie. I actually thought it was pretty good. So yeah, the Friday the 13th remake. And it's of course the extended cut, so yes. Thank you, Carlos, for this one. Another horror movie. Poltergeist from 1982. Really good movie. I actually enjoyed it. I would probably give this one a 3.5 out of 5, which is decent. It's a decent score. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's not as scary as I was expecting, but then again, it's fairly hard to scare me. But yeah, enjoyed this movie, and it's of course produced by Steven Spielberg, directed by Tobe Hooper, who did of course famously the original and classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is another great movie in my opinion. I love the little girl. They're here. Yeah, great movie. For anybody that hasn't seen it, I'd say give this one a go. I recommend it. And then the last two freebies Carlos sent us were two Bruce Lee movies, a Bruce Lee double feature, if you will, with The Big Boss right here, and also Fist of Fury. I enjoyed both of these movies a lot, and I would definitely consider myself a Bruce Lee fan now. I know Carlos has said that he is planning in the future to give me the rest of the Bruce Lee filmography. So yeah, thank you for suggesting that. That would definitely be great, Carlos, if you can do that. Of course, I have seen Enter the Dragon. I do have the DVD of that, but I wouldn't mind owning the rest of Bruce Lee's filmography now. I know that he didn't make a lot of movies as a main star like this, but I enjoyed these movies a lot. Fist of Fury, I think, is the better one out of these two. I love Bruce Lee being like enraged and you know, very serious and hard edge. This movie was really great too, but I don't know, I just love the little character change here that Bruce Lee is really dark and pissed off in this movie. Also, both come with a booklet, which I'll quickly show you. Dual format, both of these editions, DVD and Blu-ray. Just quickly flip through this. Quite extensive booklets. Really great that they come with this. So this is the one for Fist of Fury. Great martial arts fighting sequences, especially this scene right here. I mean, Bruce Lee was a legend for sure. That can never be denied. He died way too young and way too fast. And here's the original Chinese poster for Fist of Fury. Really great movie. Let's move on. And now, I mentioned that there was another package that Carlos sent us. And I actually have to thank two persons for this package. Let's first read the note that accompanied this great little freebie package. So here's the note. He says, "Hi Jeff, here are the Eurocrime movies that Donny sent to us that he didn't know I had." And actually myself, I've still not seen. And he said it was okay to send to you, as you have been a fan of the Eurocrime genre of late. Also, I've sent a title from myself, so I hope you don't have it. Enjoy, my spaghetti western brother, Carlos. Speak soon, aka Eastwood for Life, and of course. So yeah, I want to thank both Carlos and Donny, aka Cinemaniac77, for being so kind and giving Carlos the okay for sending me that package, and of course to Carlos himself for sending me the package. And adding another great freebie. So what are the titles, you ask? Well, you know that they're going to be Eurocrime. Actually going to be the Fernando De Leo Collection, which contains 4 movies. Caliber 9, The Italian Connection, The Boss, and Rulers of the City. The only one that I previously saw and have is Caliber 9, but that's okay because I do have these other 3 movies here in it as well. I really enjoyed The Italian Connection, really great movie. The Boss was also really good. Rulers of the City was okay. It was a decent Eurocrime movie. It wasn't up on the level of the other 3 in my opinion, but I still had fun with it. This one had Jack Palance in it, and let's show you quickly the editions here. This has a really nice booklet, which we'll show in a minute. Here are the movies. So showing you the wrong order, but that's okay. But Rulers of the City. All of these, of course, are directed by Fernando De Leo. These are the Raro video editions on DVD. All containing some special features, which are great. Here's The Boss with Henry Silva, Richard Conti, Gianni Garco, and Antonio Santilli. Another great one, this one. The Italian Connection, probably my favorite of the Fernando De Leo movies so far. I actually even like it a bit more than I did Caliber 9. And after that I would rank The Boss, and then Rulers of the City, which is also known as Mr. Scarface. No connection, of course, to Scarface with Al Pacino, the movie. But yeah, Italian Connection, and yeah, this one I previously had, but it's Caliber 9. Another great movie. Really enjoyed this movie. I have the Arrow Blu-ray of this one, but it is great to have a little backup here as the DVD from Raro Video. Let's quickly show the booklet here, if we can, because this is pretty tight. I actually like the opening here with little like film clips in there, stills if you will. And let's just quickly show you, very quickly show you. Yeah, this is a bit hard to do one-handed. But yeah, just to give you an idea of it, that's how it looks, the booklet. Would love to show you more in depth, but this video is, I think, is already going to be long as it is with all the editions I have, and also it's a bit clumsy to do this one-handed, so I won't be doing it justice. But it's a great booklet, trust me, and it's a great addition for my collection and my Eurocrime collection. So yeah, and then there was also another Fernando De Leo Eurocrime movie by Raro Video. This one is Blu-ray. It's a Shoot First, Die Later, another enjoyable Eurocrime movie. This one, actually starring Luke Miranda. This one. Let's see. I believe this also had a booklet, and it is a slip cover. So there's the Amory case cover. Yeah, starring Luke Miranda. I believe this also had a booklet in it. Yes, it did. It does. Yeah, another great Fernando De Leo Eurocrime movie. Only a few more of his that I'm missing now at this moment, but I'm gonna try to get those myself. Yeah, just quickly flip through this booklet as well. Again, excuse the glare, everybody, because it's so dark in the Netherlands at the moment during the day and everything. you know, very rainy and stuff. So, and also you know, because of time restrictions, I can only film this one in the evening, and I have to turn the light on in the room. So excuse any glare that you might get. I prefer to shoot with natural daylight, but you know, can't have it all. Anyway, so yeah, great Euro crime movie here once again, another Fernando De Leo one. And once again, thanks to Donny Cinemaniac77 and Carlos Eastwood for Life fan for sending these titles my way. And then there was another freebie that he sent, and yeah, he was absolutely right. I did not have this one before, and I didn't see it before. It's King of New York with Christopher Walken. Oh, you guys know I love doing my Christopher Walken impression. Yeah. A great American crime movie, this one, by director Abel Ferrara. This is the Arrow video edition of this great Christopher Walken movie. Man, I love this movie. I would give this a 3.5, probably even a 4 out of 5 star rating. Another booklet. I've showed you enough booklets, but yeah, so another booklet here. Again, just gonna quickly flip through it. The Arrow booklets are usually really good. Yeah, once again, there it's a great pictures. Christopher Walken is amazing in this movie, but then again, Christopher Walken is pretty much amazing in anything he's done. And this one has a great cast. Among others, you get David Caruso, Lawrence Fishburne, Wesley Snipes, and Steve Buscemi. Great movie, great cast. I love this one. Thank you, Carlos, once again.